It's Janae Bauer with Finding It, the inspiration and transformation that you need to make a breakthrough to inspire you. Hello, inspired women! It's so great to see you again. I've missed you from the retreat, and for those of you who couldn't make it, we totally missed you too. But it was an inspirational evening where we just gathered together to be enlightened and empowered and enlivened with those ways that we can continue to grow as heart-centered, purpose-driven, inspired women to make the most of our lives. And I am here to share with you the program that I have coming up that I am so excited about. I don't know about you, but I have decided that 2015 is finally going to be my breakthrough year. I oftentimes set a lot of intentions and dreams, but this year will be my breakthrough to inspire you, and I want to bring you with me. And so here's what we're going to do. I have this program, like I mentioned at the retreat, and I want to share with you more about what it is so that you can decide if this is your year to finally step up and live the life you imagine, be that best inspired you. And as you're doing that, again, imagine the possibilities that you have those relationships that matter most in your life are going smoothly and you're connected. That the job that you've always wanted or the work, your true work and purpose that you're doing really matters. And that the difference you want to make, you actually have time to make it. So just imagine, and this is just a tip of the kinds of things that can happen when you step up and step out to being your best inspired you. So when we think of this program, I want to share with you, it's been the last 20 years I have been studying in some way or another how to help all of us have a breakthrough. And not just any, but really getting to the interior life, getting to the inside of what matters most to us so that we can bring that out into our lives. I really have studied 4 different cornerstones in doing that, and that's where I've created this program in looking from the perspective of spiritual growth, personal transformation, professional success, and Christian living. Those are all different areas that have been able to really integrate and I've studied intensely in my life. And the bottom line is all of it has been studying really myself in that university-like intention. Because when we have a system and a process for how we can get from where we want to go to where we want to be, we can get there easily, more efficiently, and more effectively. And that's what I've done. You know, oftentimes people ask me, how are you so intentional? How did you actually do some of these things or accomplish your dreams? Or how do you actually have time, being a mother of 3 young boys, to work on this stuff? And the answer that I always give them is, yes, I'm intentional. I have a systematic process in place, you know, a blueprint, a program that I follow that has helped me be the best I can. Because you know what? The bottom line is the only person you can change is you. The only person you control is you. And the only person who can make the difference in the life that you are meant to make is you. So it's time for us to stop with the excuses that we don't have time, we're overwhelmed, all of that, because you know what? It's true for all of us. But those of us who choose to say, no more not living up to my potential, no more not letting other people control my agenda, no more not finally living my dreams. For those of us who want to say no more, then this is for you. And I know it's not for everybody, but I really do want to share for those of you who are so ready to break through, to inspire you. And I am here to help you get into your best inspired shape. My dream and passion isn't helping people getting into their best physical or financial shape, etc. There's other amazing experts out there to help you. But what I'm gifted and passionate about is helping you get into an inspired state. Inspiration is all about from the inside out. And when we learn to tap into that divine knowledge, that divine inspiration, that divine spark within us, nothing can stop you. And that's what it is, because no matter what your greatest dreams are, we have to have a source, a reason, a why to keep us going. And that's what this program, Breakthrough to Inspire You, is all about. So I have spent thousands of hours, thousands and thousands of dollars, and thousands of ideas in creating this. And I'm here to bring with you my signature system, really the best of putting this all together. And it's not just one way of living, it's an integrative, introspective, interpersonal, and really inspirational way of living. So, and it's something that it also requires commitment, and commitment to being intentional and ready to step up into being you. So let me share you more about what happens, because with this program, you know what? You can go ahead and continue to float and drift. And in fact, Michael Hyatt, he said, you know what? You'll never get to your dreams by floating or drifting there. And oftentimes, this is when people ask me, like, how did you get where I want to get? Because you know what? It just kind of happened for me. But if there are those specific intentions, heart desires, dreams that you have for your life, eventually you might be able to float and figure out how to do it. But when you have a system and a way and a model and mentors to follow, you will get there much, much quicker. And that's what I've been doing for 20 years. I've been studying mentors and teachers and trying things out and building ideas and processes and programs. And now I'm ready to bring it all together and package it in a way that will save you time, energy, and money. And also just save you the hassle from trying to figure it out yourself. Because you know what? I've done the hard work for you, and now you just need to do the hard work. So let's talk about what this program looks like. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up so that we can share it together. Again, it's for inspired women to break through to inspire you to being your best inspired self. Again, really wanting to work with inspired women, because you are heart-centered, you are purpose-driven, and you are serious about your personal transformation. And so for those of you who this describes, then we can work on having that breakthrough. So what this is a 12-week, highly interactive and intensive blueprint for having a systematic and strategic approach to being the best inspired you can be. When this will take place is the spring of this year, in March to May 2015. It's the perfect season of life to spring into action. You will have had time to start the new year thinking about your goals and your direction, and this will come at that perfect opportunity when we start to lose that momentum to step forward and start moving. How this will look like as I help you get into your best inspired shape is we will have virtual learning as well as in-person gatherings designed for balanced lifestyles. Hey, you know what? You and I have a lot going on. So I know that we're not able to meet on a weekly basis or even a monthly basis. However, we can meet in each other's homes, me through video learning and teaching, and you opening your heart to this and connecting with other women. And this program really just combines all of that. So we'll have the individual study and reflection. We'll also have small group application and accountability, and then large group coaching and teaching. So let me get into the specifics of really what I mean by that. So I mentioned that we'll have these 3 areas, and you've gotten the handout, which you can download as well as there's more details on the information here. But let me walk through each of these aspects. So first of all, individual. This program is about you, a breakthrough for you. This is your time to finally invest in you because you are your biggest asset. You are also your greatest liability, and you're your smartest investment. So you need to take that time individually to commit to you and not just doing something different, but being somebody different, being your best in self. And that's what this program is about. So it'll be virtual learning with online modules. So what I'll be doing is I'll be sharing my heart with you virtually in a teaching just like this to walk you through the different modules, which I'll explain in a moment. You will have an opportunity to take these valuable teachings and do some own journaling homework. And the great thing is you can go at your own pace. So this is how I personally learn all the time now. I mean, I'm a busy mom, business owner, and I don't have the luxury or the time to be out attending all these trainings. But you know what? I can in my own home. What's awesome for me personally, all my boys are in bed, and then now my learning can begin. I can log in, I can go at my own pace, and I can be inspired to really make a difference on my own time. And so that's where the individual part comes, because it's about your heart and your passion and your life that you want to design, and I'll be able to help you do that. The next aspect is small group. We all know as women, especially inspired women, that it is so important to have a small group, an inner circle to process things with, to really share and be accountable to. And, you know, I think as women, we've done a great job making time for girls' night out, which is awesome. And I hope that you do and you continue to do that. But I don't think as women, we do a real good job about taking time with a small group of women to really go deep in our lives, to really share those meaningful things, and to really grow and encourage and help people. And so that's what this is. And in fact, I'll be sharing with you for another 20 years, what I've done is my two best friends and I have done this for 20 years. We've had a small group where we have just held each other accountable and processed our life and our learning. And all three of us will attest, it has been one of the greatest aspects of our lives to help us really grow and soar. So I really encourage you to be able to either come to this program with your own small group, that group of women, 3 or 4 that are just core and centered to you. This might be a great opportunity. Maybe you already have those close friends in your life, or maybe it's a chance to reach out to somebody you've been really kind of intrigued in. Or you know what, if you don't have somebody you're thinking of with this program, we will help you find a core group. So that's what I'm super excited about, because you'll have a chance to process what we're learning with the small group of people as well. And then large group. 2 things that are going to happen with the large group, because we also know the energy. Remember that the retreat, we were able to come together and just be refreshed and revigorated as we gathered together in that haven. And we'll do that again, but it'll look a little bit differently. You'll be able to learn and network through large group coaching sessions, and also having a midpoint gathering as a large group. So the large group coaching sessions will be coming together with myself every other week, where I will be here to help you do some life coaching and encouragement. And the great thing is what I found out through coaching, it's not just you, but we all have similar things that we're going through. And by one person being coached, just through osmosis, we are also being coached. So we'll continue to create that oasis of inspiration together. And then we will come together, midpoint celebration and gathering, and being able to really keep striving and connecting as inspired women. So again, 3 aspects. We're working on the individual, your small group, more of an inner circle, to be accountable and learn and process what you're learning with, and then that large group as well. Whether the large group is 6 or 60, it will be the exact right amount that we will need for this program. The next part is, so let's take a look at the 12 weeks. So it's going to be going through March, April, and May. How that'll look like is every other week, we will be having a learning, a lesson, the online module that I will be teaching. And then the follow-up week, we'll be taking that same module and having your small group accountability call, as well as our large group coaching call. And all of this is all on our membership program and site. It's all taken care of, so it gives you all the tools and resources you need to get these groups and so forth set up. So it'll be super easy for you to do, and everything is recorded. So the large group coaching calls will be recorded, and also the modules. So again, at your own pace, you can participate as much as you can or as little as you need to. So how to look like is the different modules. We're going to be starting out with module 1 with the 8 great traits that determine your fate. As inspired women, to be your best inspired you, we're going to look at what those key traits are and how they're showing up in your lives. And then the second module, we'll look at the way of living. It starts with the heart. It's been a key theme, as we know, especially with myself and the work, and to be inspired you, it's got to come from the heart. That's where inspiration lies. And that's where our true destiny and our way to really soar comes from. Module 3 will be all about how do we integrate our whole self, our well-rounded and a whole self, our way of being. We focus so much on doing. How can we truly be and connect with our mind, body, and soul? Then we'll move into April, where module 4 will be that way of connecting, the jewel of relationships, especially as women. Relationships are so important. So we're going to look at how do we really be strategic in our relationships so we can surround ourselves with the people who are truly invested in our potential and uplifting us to be the best we can be. And that's then where we'll have our gathering, which will be awesome. Then we'll get into module 5, where we look at how do we transcend? How do we get to that new way of growing and learning? We'll look at this idea of going beyond self-actualization to a greater purpose and a greater value, a greater way that we can serve others. Because again, as inspired women, we want to make a difference. We want to live meaningful, deep lives, and this will help us with that. Then in May, we will go through module 6, which is all about how do we have those way of shining, those star-studded habits. Because no matter what we do, if we don't have habits in place to keep all that we're learning in track and keep it on focused, a lot of the work we do will fall to the wayside. So how do we keep those habits alive? And then, I'll bring it all together in a way that will continue to ignite your journey through this. So again, I will be your inspired program leader and coach through everything, which I am super excited about. So again, how does this all work? It's 3 months. And what I have is I'm releasing it first to you, inspired women, which I am super excited about. For those of you who are at the retreat or registered for the retreat who couldn't come, this is for you. And I want you to know that you can also, I invite you to think about even somebody else who wasn't part of the retreat, but is a special friend to you that you want to be involved in, then absolutely they can be part of this. So I have an early bird special for you, and that's $297. This is the first time I'm releasing this program. So you're going to be the first group and audience, and I want to give you this special opportunity because you're so dear to my heart. And this program is truly my signature program, and it's just such an honor for me to be able to put and package everything together in a way, again, that will be a blueprint for you to help save you that time and energy, and at the same time be more intentional in how you want to live. So the special is $297 per person. And if you register with 3 others, so you could get your group of 4, for your small group, you will get 1 tuition free. So that's a $297 savings that you could take for getting the group, or you could all split it for $50 each. However you want to do it. But this, you must register here by the end of the year. And so I will be offering this program again for you and others at the beginning of the year, but this special is just for you. So I know that as you're thinking about Christmas and just one more cost, and oh gosh, how can I do that? But I just encourage you to think about how easy it was for you to spend Christmas presents on things for other people. And yet this is one thing that you can spend and invest in yourself, and in a way that will give priceless returns, not only in your life, but in the life of your loved ones. So I'll continue to stay in touch with you, but just wanting to let you know this special with getting 1 of the tuitions free will just be for you and just be for the end of the year. And you'll see kind of the price of the $297 will be available to others at the beginning of the year. But if you want to get that special group together now and save some money doing so, I encourage you to register here by the end of the year. And again, give yourself that gift of stepping out into the new year. So as I end this sharing with you, I just want you to again to think about that this is your opportunity to say yes to what matters most to you and actually take the steps for doing so. And I will be here with you. So will other incredible, inspiring women be with you for this journey. And I'll tell you what, it will be a chance for all of us to break through to that next place in our lives. And there's a great quote here I wanted to find. Michael Hyatt said that if you're ready for a breakthrough year, you know what? There's going to be so much uncertainty in life. We can never be sure what's going to happen. So if you're ready to break through, we have to take the lead. We have to cut the strings. We have to say we are ready. So I hope that you will join me on this breakthrough opportunity to be your best inspired you.